Welcome to this brief introduction to the Ethics Commission's public data portal and lobbying filings. To access the portal's lobbying searches, go to ethics.lacity.org/data/lobbying. Let's get started.
We're now going to shift to the public data portal, and we call it the PDP for short, which hosts all of the lobbying filings. Most of the lobbying filings are electronic, so what that means is the PDP is updated in real time as lobbying entities file electronically. This, I will say, is such a great tool. Every time I use it, every few months I learn about a new tool or a new way to use the PDP. So I definitely, if you haven't had a chance to use it yet, I hope you take some time to explore it and see what it has to offer. I will also say the PDP is one of the core aspects of the lobbying program because lobbying disclosure is focused on creating an informed public who can easily learn more about the compensated lobbying efforts taking place in their city. So this sort of goes to the heart of that purpose by providing this data easily to the public. So the data that we have on the PDP for lobbying goes back to the year 2000. And as Jide mentioned, this is information and filings reported by registered lobbyists who have registered and self-reported this information. As Jide mentioned, you can run specific searches. So let's say in your capacity as a neighborhood council member, you receive an email with a lobbyist disclaimer, as we discussed earlier. You could then come to the PDP to find out more about them, their client, and their activities during any given period of time. Before we get into specifics on how to use the public data portal, we thought it would be helpful to shed light on what kind of filings are hosted on the website. So firstly, when a lobbying entity qualifies by meeting the definitions in the lobbying ordinance, the first thing they do is file a registration form with the LA City Ethics Commission. After that, they submit quarterly reports on their activities. The public data portal hosts these filings and it also allows you to search for data within them. Generally, the registration forms, they vary a little bit based on the entity type, but generally what they do is indicate who the lobbying entities are, who their clients are, if they have any, which agencies they are authorized to lobby, and which city matters they will be lobbying on. The quarterly reports, on the other hand, indicate more specific information about activity that has taken place during that quarter. So these reports will include information like client payments for lobbying activity, the agencies and city matters that were actually lobbied on in that quarter, and other activity, including whether the lobbying entity fundraised or made or delivered contributions to city candidates or office holders, whether they made other expenditures to influence any city matters, how much they paid their employees for lobbying activity, and more. So the public data portal hosts these filings, which are basically PDFs, and also it pulls the data from the quarterly reports, which is separately searchable on its own tab on the public data portal. So you can choose to either look at a specific filing, the PDF of the filing, or you can generally search for data within the PDP and then have that direct you to the filing if you wanted to see the filing itself.
That concludes this brief tutorial. If you'd like to learn how to find additional information, please watch the rest of this short video series or contact us. We're always happy to help.